Hey everybody, this is Luis Vargas Apoite, and I wanted to make a video about the newest Quest firmware update that a lot of students are starting to notice on their lenses. So I just wanted to kind of do an overview of what the new update looks like, and you can see just from some of the touches I've made already, you don't have that original taskbar, and your kind of tabs pop up. It's more, you would say, transparent. So you can see with that movement, I can open the meta menu just like how we used to do it, right? Either pinching thumb and index, or you can select the meta button that's right here. And this here just lets you kind of move your view and kind of recenter, right? Usually when we recenter, we do this movement, but you can also use this to recenter your view. So I'm just going to open the meta menu, and you can see this is kind of the new meta menu, the new sites. Usually you would have some sort of taskbar here, right? And then we have the tab, but now it's kind of as one. On this side, you have your battery life, Wi-Fi. So if you want to select your Wi-Fi, it would be there. For instance, if you want to switch your Wi-Fi, you can find it here, but you would have to go to the settings to adjust it. So the quick settings right now is a quick controls. And this is where you would find that Wi-Fi if you'd want to add a new Wi-Fi, or if you'd want to adjust your boundaries. Once you're in the Hollow Anatomy app, you would do so there. If you were to take a picture, you would find it again here, and then the casting is also available there, but because I'm recording, it is unlocked. And then settings would be found here, or you would have to get into the library, which again is the meta button, right? And then accessing the library, and then usually you would have some sort of like box telling you all, but now it's further here. It's a filter button, and you would have to select hidden to find your settings. And now the icon itself looks different. It looks like this gray, but it still has that gear, right? So in another video where I talk about some of the visual changes, right, to optimize your environment, I went over these settings here, right, to adjust those to improve it. So now you know that there's a different way of getting to the settings, either through the library itself or through the quick controls and then hitting settings. So those are two ways you can get into your settings for those who are wanting to adjust their kind of visual settings like we went over in the previous video. Here they are, right? The comfort, the headset options, and then the contrast and the vision and the brightness is all here. So a quick review for those who are on the new update and still wanting to adjust their options for their visual cues. One thing I want to go over right now is the Hollow Anatomy app. So here, let's go to the All section again. Select Hollow Anatomy because I'm having students who are having some issues with taking pictures now that they're on this new update. So I'm just going to quickly go over how to take those pictures because it's maybe less intuitive than the other version where you would just pause and then it would show you a selection of quitting, resuming the app, taking pictures, and or taking videos. But now with this new version, what you'll have to do is again kind of exit or pause that app, and here is your quit button if you're kind of done, right? And then here is where you have your camera. So I'm not going to close it because I don't want to end this recording. But what would happen is when you would select this button here, you would have four options. You would have the option to take a picture, take a video, cast even, and then see your gallery. So when you do want to take a picture, it'll just be this icon that's right next to the quit button, right? And then when you take a picture, you'll have some sort of timer. So you'll click on take a picture, you'll unpause the app, say where you want to, position yourself, and then boom, take a picture. So that's something new for our learners who have a device that has auto updated and has this screen here. So I hope that helps. I encourage you to kind of go through some of the new features. Just get used to this device because it is not as intuitive, and you've probably gotten used to that update by now. So I encourage you just to go through and look at some of the options and some of the new buttons. It might come in handy. As you can see on my view, I'm just kind of going through some of the applications, opening the gallery here to see what I have. And then if you all saw there, I had the camera icon there as well. But when you select it on this side right here, or even under quick settings, so if you go to quick settings, boom, there it is again, right? So you'll have 3 options for your camera. So when you're wanting to take a picture, if it's easier for you, either accessing the camera button right there, or going into your meta menu, going to your quick controls, and then find the camera right there. So whatever works for you, just know that when you're going to access the camera, depending on taking a photo or video, the photo will have a timer. So you'll have to resume into your normal view, take that picture, wait for it to load up, and then continue on. Again, another reminder for students who are on their devices and wanting to move data from the Quest into the computer. Just a quick run through of that. You're going to be getting your lens and making sure that when you connect this USB-C port, you're connecting it to this side. So you're not going to connect it up here. You're going to connect it here, and you're going to wear it, because when you wear it and when you connect it on your lens, it'll show you a prompt about a USB being detected. Once you click on that notification, it'll start to push the data from your Quest to your laptop, and then on your laptop, you can proceed and see that a file will open up with all your videos and pictures where you can copy them over to your laptop to view at a later time. So I hope that helped. And if you have any more questions about this update or anything else, Hollow Anatomy, please reach out.